Are you looking for a cool controller with awesome features? I've got the latest from Turtle Beach as the Recon Controller hits the market. I'm your host, James G, Next Level Gaming, and you're tuned in to another episode of The Rundown. Alright guys, welcome back. James G from Next Level Gaming, and it's another episode of The Rundown, so thank you once again for tuning in. We've got the Recon Controller from Turtle Beach. Really cool product. Personally, I have not reviewed a controller on the Rundown, and I actually haven't even used a third-party controller on my Xbox or PlayStation for that matter. The only console that I've actually used a third-party controller is on my Nintendo Switch, so this is really a treat for me to review for you guys in terms of a third-party controller. So Recon Controller, they've Turtle Beach has done the Recon 500 headset, and then they've got some other Recon series headsets as well. I've paired the Recon 500 with this bad boy, but I will definitely explain to you more in terms of how I enhance the audio with that headset later on in this review. Let's talk about the makeup and the design of the controller, and let's compare it right now to the Xbox Series X controller. So very similar in in style and how it feels and how it looks. The weight obviously on the Series X controller will be a lot more because this does not have a battery pack. It's plug and play with the 10-foot braided cable, which I love. Thank you, Turtle Beach, for doing a braided cable. Can't stress that enough. I love how it just, how sleek the cable looks and it just doesn't get tangled up, and it's easy for cable management as well. I've got my Series X just right over here and my PC as this, as this controller will work with your PC, your Xbox One, Series X, Series S, basically whatever Xbox you do have, it is compatible. So let's talk about the rubberized grips and how the left bumper, right bumper, and all that actually feels. So it's got that cool texturized feel to it, so it does feel very comfortable on your your fingers and during long sessions of gaming. What I love is the cooling grips that Turtle Beach has done here on the side of the controller. Very comfortable. It's got a more rubber feel than like how the grips are, where it's a little bit braided and you can actually feel it there. I love what they've done with that. It just feels comfortable. If you're gaming for long periods of time, you don't really feel any sweaty hand syndrome or any your hands feeling like sore. I personally have never experienced sore hands while gaming because I'm just a gamer and I game for all my life, so I never had that issue. On the back here you can see there's a few mappable buttons that you can tweak and do everything here. At the back it's got the rubberized texture. It just feels comfortable in your hands. I'll show you guys how it kind of looks when you're playing. So basically almost very similar to what you're using when you're playing with your original controller from the Series X or Xbox One, whatever it may be. So very cool stuff. Just a quick glance at how it looks at the front here. As you can see, it's got the lighting, LED lights lit up there for the functionality buttons that I will explain right now as I hook up my Recon 500s for you guys. Alright guys, so like I said, I've hooked up the Recon 500 to the Recon controller, and we've got it here. So obviously I got a bunch of cables hanging around, but just because I'm turning to you guys. So here it is. So right now, right off the bat, this Recon controller, I've got the mic monitoring hooked up. It's on its level 4 here, and I love how it just enhances this headset. I love the headset, reviewed it. It's probably one of the best sounding headsets in terms of audio quality from Turtle Beach that I've personally reviewed. And now with the Recon controller, being able to mess around with settings with the mic monitoring, and now I'm able to choose from 4 different EQ settings that presets that Turtle Beach has done in the past. Signature sound, you've got the bass boost, you've got bass and treble, and you've got vocal. Honestly, just ignore the vocal boost. Stick with either signature sound or the bass boost. Those to me sound the best. And what I love is I'm able to tweak mic monitoring. Now, when you're using this controller, you're going to have 4 basic settings in terms of how the sensitivity of the mic monitoring or the sensitivity of the EQ preset. So obviously, if you want to jack it up, of course you want to have that signature sound boosted. That's the way to go. Mic monitoring, I always set it to 3. It just to me sounds the most enhanced and better for me. Some people might even jack it up a little bit more and they're able to hear themselves more. You're able to tweak your volume settings on the controller itself. You're able to touch the chat settings. So if you want more chat volume, you can. If you want less chat volume, you can as well. And you can also still use the dial on your headset to jack up the volume in terms terms of your game sound or your chat sound, so don't have to worry about that. If you don't want to be fumbling around too much when you're in game, if you want to quickly just snap it up on your headset, you'll be you'll be good to go. Now let's talk about the mappable buttons on the back. Those, like I said, very cool texturized buttons, so you're able to map those to whatever you want them to be. Another cool feature from Turtle Beach is the Pro Aim, and it's designed to kind of tweak the settings on the thumbsticks themselves and to give you guys a more enhanced experience, more sensitive experience with those thumbsticks. So really good if you're playing shooters. Obviously you can choose, like I said, you have 4 levels of sensitivity when you're using the EQ settings or mic monitoring or with that Pro Aim. So you want to just take a quick peek through all of those settings to see which one works the best for you and which one actually helps your game and makes you play a little bit better. Now the ultimate sound for me is you have to have superhuman hearing on. Any Turtle Beach headset that I've used that has superhuman hearing, it needs to be on all the time. Picks up the footsteps. I love hearing the gunshots, explosions in the background when you're playing games like PUBG, Call of Duty, Gears of War, whatever it may be. Just really cool sounding that's coming out of your headset. And with the Recon 500s, just with that 60 mil, the 60 mil drivers in these bad boys, it even makes it a lot better when you're gaming. You just have a better experience when you're playing. If you want to hook up any other controller, doesn't have to be, headset, doesn't have to be a Turtle Beach headset. If you have something else you want to try that's got a 3.5 millimeter jack and you want to see what kind of customizations you can do with that headset, then by all means plug it in. But I highly recommend pick up the Recon 500s. They're priced so perfect. And even this controller, let's talk price right now. It is only $59 US dollars. And if you want to do the conversion, you're looking at like close to $80 Canadian. So very, very, competitively priced with, what the controllers are out right now. Honestly, if you would have told me this was, 120 bucks, I would have definitely been, hey, it's actually pretty worth it. It would have been cool. Turtle Beach, do a wireless version of this bad boy, and you guys pretty much knock it out of the park. Quality is there. The enhancements that you can do with the audio in terms of, tweaking your headsets, mappable buttons, being able to use that Pro Aim is really, really cool. The 3.5 millimeter jack makes it versatile for a lot of headsets that are out there on the market that are wired, so you'll be able to plug that in. The 10-foot Brady cable, perfect, plugs into your Xbox Series X with ease, your PC with ease, and it just enhances, any audio device that you actually have. So well done, Turtle Beach. In terms of, the first review for me on a third-party controller, really cool. Been using it for quite some time now. It did take me a little while to get used to a different controller because of all the buttons that are available on here and tweaking. Personally, I don't use the volume button too much on the actual controller. I'm still old school guy and I always flip up the volume here. If you want to mute your microphone, you can mute it as well on the device, or obviously you can just flip up if some mics have the flip up, or just hit the button like the Recon 500s have here on the ear cups. So well done, Turtle Beach. Really cool product, and if you're looking to pick it up, this is definitely something you need to do. Pair it with the Recon 500s. Trust me, you will not regret it. So that's it for this review on the Recon Controller. I'm your host, James G from Next Level Gaming, and this was another episode of The Rundown.